Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bears going up against the Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. Shipped together here from the D-line. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Let's meet the starters on the defensive side of the football for Arizona.
And let's talk about Robert Kimdichie, their first-round pick out of Mississippi. I still remember him coming out of high school. An absolute terror, maybe the best high school prospect in the nation. People look to see if his motor's going to run high all the time, because when it does, he is something else.
And he's got his man on the out route. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now a play fake here on first down. Backing up. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their big tight end with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And it's up and good. Now Brenza will boom it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. But they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Watching that body, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick. Angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Eddie Goldman's everything you want in a defensive tackle. A run stuffer who can move upfield and rush the passer.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
In motion goes the tight end. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Detroit! Here we go now. Over!
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now, check, Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue, Leopard.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Cards are going to have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he knocks it through. Now Brenza will boom it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Brief break in the action here. More from the desert after this. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3,
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. We've got a 3rd and 11.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Brenza's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 319! 399 Philly! Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Hurry up, here we go! Action now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to let it go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 38 yards. And it'll be first down Bears. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggression? Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Their big-bodied receiver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Another pistol look here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
first play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. Cuts it out to the sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Here we go now. Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back now here on EA Sports. Second down following the run.
Let's go. Boom, landed. Boom.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have, but a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Looking to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Bruce's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Gun! All right, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Gone! Jackson, Leopard!
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Back to 99 Philly. Here we go. Set. 3-19. Detroit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field. I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They come out here in the eye.
No, check. Patriot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give it to him right up the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. So a 3rd and 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Fresh set of downs here. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over.